All right, so now we're going to go over how to solve using exponents, and that's going to require some order of operations and plugging in some numbers, which can get a little confusing, so we're going to go over these together. So when you are solving exponents, you're going to want to plug in the numbers they give you for your base. So essentially what that means is those are the numbers they give you, and wherever you see that letter, you would put that number. So wherever you see an X, you're going to put a 2. And wherever you see a Y, you're going to put a 3. I think of it as like copy and pasting. So if we look here, X is equal to 2. Again, wherever you see an X, we're going to take that X away and replace it with a 2. So I just dropped it in where the X was, and then I kept everything else the same. That square root was already a part of the problem, so I brought it down. And I also know that y is equal to 3. So wherever I see a y, I can now replace it with a 3. There's still that plus sign from the original problem. I'm only replacing the y. I can't throw anything else out besides that y. The 5 was already a part of it. It was the exponent. So now you solve this in your calculator, but using the order of operations. Let me pause this for a second. You cannot put that in your calculator as is. Your calculator doesn't know the order of operations, only you do. If you put that in, you'll get the wrong answer. So before you put in 2 squared plus 5 or plus 3 to the 5th power, break down the exponents first, like the order of operation tells us to do. We have to do those exponents before we can do the addition and subtraction. So exponents before addition and subtraction. That means I have to figure out what 2 squared is. 2 times 2 is 4. And then we'd have to do 3 raised to the 5th power. So you could do that by writing out 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, or you could put it in your calculator as 3 to the 5th power and get 243. If you did not get 243, please message me on Edsby and I can help you figure out why that happened. And now you can add them. Now I can do 4 plus 243 to get 247. Again, please do not put it straight in your calculator at this step. Break it down, do this exponent, and then this exponent, and then add them, because that's what the order of operation tells us. All right, moving on to the next example. You're going to plug in the same numbers for the same letters. This is the given. Basically, I put the 2 where the X was, because that was given. 2 is raised to the 2nd power, part of the question, plus 3, because that's the same thing as y. So wherever I saw a 3, put a y. Everything else in black was part of the question. I didn't make any of that up. That was all given. Now we follow the order of operations again. This one can get tricky. Yes, we have to do parentheses first, but within the parentheses, I see exponents and addition. Which do you think we're going to have to do first within the parentheses? It should be exponents, because that is what's first in the order of operations. Once you're inside of the parentheses, you have to re-follow the order of operations. So I evaluated that exponent first to get 4 and brought everything else down. I'm still not done simplifying the parentheses, so now I have to do that addition to get 7 raised to the 3rd power. Again, you can write it out as 7 times 7 times 7 in your calculator, or you can do 7 raised to the 3rd power, and you should get 343. And that is it for all those questions. Please message me on Edsby or however you prefer to message me, and I can answer any of your questions.